Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Rohit Juglan. This is 5 at 5, and we're going to talk about some of the stories which are making headlines as of social media is concerned. At this point of time, there are matches to be played. There are updates to be shared. There's multiple things going on in the country at this point of time as far as the political setup is concerned. There's a lot of changes around different parts of the country. But let's focus into the sporting world and see what are the updates on Rohit Sharma. Shamikda is there in Mumbai. He's closely following this since last 20-25 days. On 12th, there was a double header, 12th of April, I'm talking about. And then there was this RCB MI game. Virat sat out during the fielding and Rohit went back. He didn't resume after that. His batting, he was retired out at that point of time. And since then, we haven't seen him batting as far as a match is concerned. Yes, he was practicing. Yes, he was jogging around. Yes, he's giving the fitness test. I think, if I'm not wrong, Shamikda, already two tests already done. And on the other hand, we have Mahendra Singh Dhoni. It's looking like that he's practicing. He's practicing for hours in the again in the net. Shamikda reported this during that MI CSK game, which happened in Wankhede. CSK won it quite convincingly. MS is again looking so good as far as the nets are concerned, but he didn't travel to Delhi. Is what we are hearing at this point of time. So Shamikda, first let me come to you because we have other points also. Phil Salt, I remember Bharat talking about that in the morning meeting that he might be flew to London, and obviously Shojani with us with obviously this aspect of the men's cricket and the IPL plus the women's cricket also. I'll definitely ask her about the women's cricket and the T20 World Cup. But Shamikda, first, tell me about what's the update on these two stalwarts, Rohit Sharma, MS Dhoni. Will we see him play in this season anymore from here? Because for Mumbai, if they lose another game, it's done and dusted. It's already done and dusted. Yes, mathematically, maybe there is a possibility. So can we see Rohit? And what's the update on Mahendra Singh Dhoni? Because Chennai is very much in as far as the playoff race is concerned, Shamikda.
I'm coming to that, Rohit. But before that, I give you the buzz. I
Okay.
give you the buzz for today's game.
Hmm.
MI and Lucknow Super Giants, and we are talking around. It is 5:05 in the evening, and I can confirm as of now, absolutely no buzz. Absolutely no buzz. I mean, I can give you the contrast.
Hmm.
RCB game, I came around 2:30, 7:30 was the match, and I
Wow.
joined live from outside the stadium from 2:30. And
Hmm.
there, I met a lot. I met with lots and lots of fans. They're
Okay.
already there 5 hours before the start of the match. Today, I
Hmm.
could barely manage to speak to one spectator, and he didn't have any tickets. You can understand, first of all, this is a game
Yeah.
between the two wooden spooners to start with, and
Yes.
it is unbelievably, unbearably hot and humid in Bombay over the last few days. Around 40 degrees, and humidity is 41%. Humidity is around 80%, 80% or more. I'm very, very thankful. I must offer my sincere thanks to Bombay Police. They
Hmm.
told me, sir, take a chair and sit down and do your show. So I'm really, really thankful to Bombay Police. Now coming to your question, Rohit
Yes.
Sharma, he has been doing fitness drills every day. He has been
Yeah.
batting at the nets. The
Hmm.
official word remains the same. Nothing has changed. At the
Hmm.
toss, you will come to know whether he is playing or not. If you ask me about my reporter son, somehow my reporter son is saying maybe, yes, maybe he might play today. It could be
Okay.
wrong. It could be wrong because I don't have any official word. It could be wrong, but my reporter Sanch is saying maybe, just maybe, because it is now or never for Mumbai Indians. If they lose today, then they are
Yeah.
out. Then they are
Yeah.
out. So my reporter Sanch is saying maybe, just maybe, he might play today. If he doesn't, then don't then don't put me to the short saying that I have said. I'm not saying it is my reporter son saying. I could be wrong
Hmm.
as well. As far as MS Dhoni is concerned, you are absolutely right. He hasn't traveled with the team to Delhi, but the news from the camp is that he will play at least one game this season.
Hmm.
It could be
Shamikda.
more, but yeah,
Hmm.
please.
Shamik, there are two things going on, as far as the media reports are concerned. Some of the media reports are saying, and I'm just want to know from you, because you obviously cover so much of Chennai Super Kings and you have your sources there. There are multiple media reports who are saying that MS Dhoni is still not 100% fit. Can we buy that theory that MS Dhoni is not 100% fit at this point of time, knowing that the amount of time he's spending in the nets, as far as Chepauk is concerned, be it in the Wankhede Stadium or in the different parts of the world? I remember, in Uppal Stadium also, he did a lot of practice. He played the foot volley also. So everything is happening as far as the pre-match routines are concerned. Can we buy this theory that he's not 100% fit, or is the single cause is that he don't want to touch upon the playing combination at this point of time, which is, I believe, that's the main reason why MS is not playing.
The second one is the main. The second one is the main reason. The second
Yeah.
one is the main reason. What I have
Hmm.
heard, he has, sort of healed. The calf injury has sort of healed. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to upset the rhythm, upset the team combination, and
Sure.
he has now anointed
Hmm.
Sanju Samson as his successor.
Yeah.
At least not as a captain this season, but as a wicketkeeper batsman, he has anointed Sanju Samson as his successor. So he
Hmm.
doesn't want to, because if he plays, he is not very inclined to play as an impact sub.
Okay.
If he plays, he would like to play. He would like to be there, out there in the field for full 40 overs. So that is his thought process. But again, Dhoni has a mind of his own, and
Yeah.
the team CSK management has completely left it to him to decide whether you want to play or not. And it is Dhoni's franchise. By his admission, it is his franchise. So he has that license, that authority to take the call. Um,
Okay.
One issue is that, and it is also applicable to Rohit.
Hmm.
See, Dhoni has a calf and Rohit's a hamstring, and
Hmm.
you might be batting at the nets fine, you might be doing the fitness drills, everything, but running between the wickets, and when you are doing that running between the wickets, that quick turning and everything comes into play. Maybe they
Yeah.
are a bit iffy. Could be. Dhoni hasn't shared anything with anyone as yet, be it the CSK hierarchy or Stephen Fleming. The conversation is only between him and the medical team. But what I have heard, that he is sort of fit. He doesn't want to upset the combination.
Sure. Bharat sir, Phil Salt, there are reports now. ESPN has did a story on this also, around Phil Salt, that he went back to what means. Can you tell us that what exactly is going on with Phil Salt? What had happened? If we have a date around that, when he left for England, and then when he will come back, because there are multiple theories that now it's only the Jacob Bethel and Virat Kohli's pair who you see, till this IPL, that they will be there to open the innings for RCB. So do we have anything on a complete in and out of Phil Salt, and then when we can expect him to join the squad back, after that injury?
See, the last match that they played at the Chinnaswamy was on the 24th. I think he
Hmm.
was around at that time. But after
Hmm.
that, yes, it's not been seen. So he has gone back to UK after the 24th, the match on 24th. I did a video on 25th where it had
Yeah.
enough news about spill salts that it is not a serious injury. That's what the information that I got, and he would likely miss at least 3 to 4 games. So
Hmm.
basically, they have played 3 games after that, I guess. 3 games. Yeah, 3 games after his last match. That is on 24th, 27th, and 30th. So I expect him to at least miss one more game. And after that, if everything goes well, he's most likely could come in for the matches in Raipur. That is obviously the RCB camp might still take a precautionary measure if they're about to qualify by then for the playoffs. He might be in for the playoffs. So, but that was the first indicator that I got, the information that I got on 24th, which I put it up on a video, that is set to miss at least 3 to 4 games. And as per that, it would be the matches in Raipur, but it could be like for the playoffs if RCB are a little bit, what can I say, cautious. So I think that is what it is. They're currently vacating. They're having a vacation in Maldives. Pilsall is not there either. So yes, he's back in England. He's having the scans on his finger injury, and that's what it is. So most likely he could be back for the game in Raipur. But yes, knowing how RCB could be a little bit cautious because they're almost qualified for the playoffs, I think they might not rush him, and it could be in the playoffs.
But Bharat, talking about the combination, do you think that are they a little bit concerned about the opening pair, because there is a good reputation of Phil Salt and Virat Kohli, and the numbers suggest that. But with Jacob Bethel and Virat Kohli, it's not going the same. As you rightly said, that it's already 3 games, but we haven't seen that kind of opening partnership between Jacob Bethel and Virat Kohli. So, do you think that there is a concern around that? And is there any other options, RCB, because RCB is talking nothing about the Nuwan Tusara thing also. They already kept Yash Dayal also in their squad. Obviously, we know the obvious reasons why, they can't play Yash Dayal. Nuwan Tusara, we don't have anything on him also. And now, this particular thing around Phil Salt. So is there anything else, we know about the other combinations, if they want to try anything which is going on as far as Jacob Bethel and Virat Kohli opening pair is concerned? Are they really happy with them?
So Jacob Bethel has played 3 games. In 2 of those games, he's played good shots, but it hit straight to the fielders. So
Yeah.
these things happen in cricket, where you hit a good shot and hit it straight to the fielder. That's what is exactly has happened with Jacob Bethel. Unfortunately, it's not like he's looked out of form. It's just that
Yeah.
he's finding fielders, somehow finding fielders in the.
Yes.
First of all, I think it was in the game on April 24th. I think it was Mohammad Siraj might be just tried to play square of the wicket, a square drive, and found a fielder. And then again, the game is Gujarat Titans
Yeah.
played a nice looking
In
flip
between,
shot.
there was a Delhi game also. In between, there
Yes,
was a
yes.
Delhi game
Okay,
also.
that
Yeah.
also he just charged down the track and was
Yeah.
caught in the boundary. So it's
Sure.
like what used to happen with Azharuddin in that 91-92 Test series in Australia. Yes, he played one great knock in Adelaide, but until then, every single time he was finding the fielder, somehow finding the fielders. So I think that's what is basically happening with Bethel. I think they will keep faith in him because he's not looked out of touch even in the net sessions. I have watched him over maybe 25, 30 days. He was almost in every single net session he was there, and he was looking in pretty good touch. So he just has to find ways to ensure that he doesn't hit straight to the fielders. So I think that's his problem. Otherwise, maybe they can look at uh, Venkatesh Iyer, slotting in Venkatesh Iyer somewhere at the top of the order, or use Jordan Cox as a kind of floater. But I think they will give Bethel a couple more chances and see how he
Yeah.
goes. And
Yeah.
if he fails, maybe they would look at someone else. But I still believe, whatever little I know, that RCB are still hopeful that Phil Salt would be there at least by the time they will play the playoffs. Obviously, thinking that they will be the playoffs.
Sure. Shajni, I'll come later to the Women's World Cup part, but before that, how do you see this? All buzz around Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and he's not there. He's there with the team. He's coming to the practice, and this is happening for the very first time. I'll go to Shamikta also in regarding this. That why MS, choosing this particular thing, that he will come to the nets. He will spend time with the team, but he is not come on the match days. This is something which he never did in the past, but this time around he's doing. But Shorjini, do you are you also feeling it's a little bit strange that Rohit Sharma, we don't have any clarity around him also, and like MS Dhoni, he's looking completely fit, but just because of the team combination. And it's not like that Chennai is doing really well at this point of time. Yes, they won game in last couple of weeks. They have won game, but still there are a lot of loopholes in the Chennai Super Kings batting. So are you a little surprised with the way the updates are making the buzz as far as social media and the mainstream media is concerned?
First things first, I think Mahendra Singh Dhoni, he attracts the fans. He has that
Hmm.
brand value. So when you are going for a CSK game, you go out there to watch Mahendra Singh Dhoni bat or to see him
Sure.
play. And
Yeah.
the thing is, he's a very good mentor. We all know the kind of captain that he is on the field,
Yeah.
how exceptional he is, the way he guides the bowlers, the way he communicates with the batters when he's batting on the crease. But I think it's high time that he passes on the baton to somebody else because he won't be playing for long. Barely
Hmm.
maybe this season he's playing. The next season we expect him to be there, but I think in the next 2 or 3 seasons he is going to retire. I don't think he's going to continue playing the IPL anymore. He has
Sure.
almost finished his career in the tournament. So I think that now that he's at the fag end of his career, it is very important for him to pass on the baton to the other youngsters, especially when you have someone like a Sanju Samson who is also doing well enough behind the stumps. He's opening, and the batting order is sorted. I mean, definitely it is not clicking somewhere, but what we have to keep in mind is that Sanju Samson is going out there to open. He has scored some runs, but again, he has been a little inconsistent. But Rituraj Gaikwad, he has gained his form. We've seen in the past 2 matches back-to-back half centuries with Rituraj Gaikwad. And then
Yes.
Urvil Patel was also somewhat impressive. Karthik Sharma was also impressive in the previous match. And then lower down the order, you have someone like a Bruvis, you have Shivam Dubey. In the bowling lineup, also Jamie Overton and the other bowlers are there. But again, you have Sarfaraz Khan, who you brought in as an impact sub in most of the games also. Now, the batting unit is not clicking. The coordination is lacking somewhere or the other. But we cannot shy away from the fact that the batting order is sorted. There are batters, there are enough finishers in the team. So Chennai Super Kings at this point, I don't think they are missing Mahendra Singh Dhoni as a batter out there. But definitely, yes, on the field when he's there, he does guide the bowlers and he helps in making the tactical decisions. So that is the only thing that Chennai Super Kings at this point is missing. But again, Mahendra Singh Dhoni playing is a bigger, the bigger picture too is that he brings in a lot of brand value.
Sure. Shamikda, the question I asked to Shorjani is what similar to what I'm asking you also. Why MS choose this time around in this particular season that he won't be there on the match days? I can totally understand on the first two occasions when the team was traveling to Guwahati for the first away game, and then on the second occasion when they were traveling to Bengaluru, that he is not traveling with the team because of the calf issue. But now he's completely fit. He is there. He is in Chennai, but he's not coming to the ground. Similar thing happened in the Mumbai game also. In the when the game was in Wankhede, he was there in the hotel. He didn't came to the stadium, and now he didn't travel with the team to Delhi. So why this particular call? Is he trying to give us a hint that this is going to be it? This is going to be the last season where you are seeing Mahendra Singh Dhoni in the capacity of a player and capacity of a player, but he's not playing. He's not even traveling with the team on the match days. Why is this, decision from MS side, Shamikda?
As regards Dhoni, whether this is the last season or not, whether this is his last season or he will continue to play at least for the current cycle, we don't know, and Dhoni will take that call. It will be decided on his own terms. That is number one. Number two, what I am told about MS not coming to the ground on match days, it is because he doesn't want the limelight. That is the message from the CSK camp. That is what I am told from the CSK camp, because he feels if he comes to the ground, TV cameras, everything will follow him, and the team in a way would become somewhat, when he is not playing, the team in a way will become somewhat secondary, and he doesn't want that. And this is precisely the reason, because he has been attending every practice session. He has been talking to the young players. He has been talking to the people, and he has been doing mentoring apart from doing his own training. So his role in this team at this moment in time is of a senior statesman. He these days, and I was Rituraj somewhere also said that these days Dhoni doesn't even attend team meetings. If he has anything to say, he passes that. He communicates that through Rituraj because he is the captain, and he tells Rituraj that, look, this is my suggestion, but you are the captain. It is totally up to you to decide whether you will take this suggestion or not. So what is Dhoni doing? That is, according to the sources in the CSK camp, nothing to read into that. Just because he wants to stay away from the limelight, he doesn't want to make the team secondary. This is why he is not coming to the ground on match days.
Okay, Bharat, coming to the Rohit Sharma question, do you think that Rohit absence is also making a little bit trickier for Mumbai Indians to make a comeback? And overall, I also want, because it's a Mumbai game today, I also want to ask around what, if you have to pinpoint 1 or 2 points, why Mumbai, obviously we all know that bowlers not clicking, batters not clicking, but is there any technical aspect to it also? Is there anything which you find really awkward as far as this MI team is concerned? Because there is an observation in the social media that this is not looking like the Mumbai Indians we used to see, and this is for the very first time they didn't won a title in 6 years, from 2008 to 2013. They won the title in 5 years. That's to 2013 they won their first title. It's now from 2021 to 2026, already 6 years. and they didn't won a title at this point of time. So, how do you see that this, they have the team on paper, they are looking like a brilliant team, lot of match winners, lot of players with number one ranking there, be it a Hardik Pandya, Surya there, Rohit Sharma there, Jasprit Bumrah there, Tilak Verma there, but nothing is happening as far as Mumbai Indians is concerned. Give me your reasons that why they are not doing it, consistently as far as the W's are concerned in the points table.
Yeah, it goes beyond just one player, I guess, one captain. Yes, you can pinpoint it at Hardik Pandya and say that it's not a good captain. I can understand where it is coming from, because if you look at his captaincy, maybe that at times it feels as if he looks down, a little down when a 4 or a 6 is hit. So when a captain has that kind of a body language, it might affect other players as well. So that is one point. But I think they're also going through a transition phase. See, with great respect to Rohit Sharma, he's also not getting any younger. He's also suffering from certain injuries like hamstring injuries, soft tissue injuries. Someone like Jasprit Bumrah obviously is not bowling at his best. A technical reason was given by Stephen Jones himself. One can watch that interview. He talked about one certain small technical reason as to in that cyclical strides that Bumrah has, how that seems to be a little bit of hump. Especially, he talked about that game at the Wankhede, not Mumbai Indians' previous match, the one before that. So you can check that interview. And about others, again, it's an aging team. Deepak Chahar is definitely not at his best. Even if you look at the fringe players, Shardul Thakur, again, I think he's kind of past his best. Surya Kumar Yadav himself is not getting any younger, and Trent Bolt was not just struggling. It's not just struggling in the world of IPL. He's been struggling even in South Africa T20. Even before that, he's been struggling in T20 cricket for the last 1 year. He made his debut somewhere in 2010. So obviously, Trent Bolt also is getting on in years. So I think it's a side that is going through a transition phase. That is something that we have to understand. Mumbai Indians also, just like Chennai Super Kings, have to look at the future. I think that is one of the key aspects. The good part is in the last game, although they lost to Chennai Super Kings, I saw a little bit of Jasprit Bumrah of Volt. I think that is the one silver lining for Mumbai Indians. The first over that he
That
bowled.
over to Sanju Samson, I think. That over to Sanju
Yes,
Samson was
the
very
first
much.
over that he bowled, he was
Yeah.
imparting 4 reps on the ball. His pace was up. He was getting that kick from a good length, and everything seemed to be going well for him in that particular over. That seemed like Bumrah of old. If Jasprit Bumrah is at his best when he forces batters into making mistakes, not goes into defensive, and tries all those slower ones. I saw a stat which said that he tried something like 36% slower ones this season. That is before the game against Chennai Super Kings, and that is in comparison to something like 11-12% in the previous seasons. That's a huge jump, right? So even in that a game before the one against Chennai Super Kings, I think he tried 12 slower ones out of 24. There's a huge percentage. There's a massive percentage. So I think that is one of the problems for Bumrah. That he's become more of a defensive bowler. But in the last game, he looked in a pretty good touch. So I think it goes beyond just one player, one Rohit Sharma, or one Hardik Pandya. Even if you look at their openers, I think Will Jacks has played just 2 games. In that, one of them he did well. He can always be used as a floater. Even if Rohit Sharma makes a comeback, they can still look at him at using him at maybe number 5 or number 6. And Rikilchen has come back to has come back to good form. So it is clicking out there at the top of the order. So I think their problem is they're going through a transition phase, and they have to look at ushering in younger players at least in the next auction or in the next year.
Shamita, before going to Shorjini, just want to ask on this, the Mumbai Indians factor. Do you think that the players, are also feeling this, that, they have the team, they have the players, they have the potential, but somewhere, they are not transferring that potential into the performances? And is there anything, there is a lot of chatter going around in social media that if this season didn't went well, which is already the case, then there might be some changes, there might be changes in the captaincy. How do you see it? You're following the Mumbai Indians there, you are seeing everything which is going on there. Is there anything we can expect after this? Means this is a season where nothing has clicked for Mumbai Indians. Means there are very less silver linings for them. And then there is 6 years without the trophy under the captaincy of Rohit Sharma, and then under the captaincy of Hardik Pandya. Mumbai Indians haven't seen this kind of time period, means duration wise, this kind of time period where they haven't won a trophy. Look at their record, means 5 trophies in 8 years, and then no trophy in 6 years. So will this be a factor which making them a little more little more, I don't want to use the word frustrating, means is there something which is causing any kind of trouble in the team, that why we are not winning after having such great bunch of players with us?
Rohit, what will happen in the future? That is for the future, and I
Hmm.
don't want to comment on that. As far as this season is concerned, it is down to the players are not clicking collectively, and because of
Sure.
consistency, they have
Hmm.
played decent cricket in patches, but not for a consistent period. And whenever they have played well, their opponents have played better. So this is the cricketing aspect of it. What will happen in the future? I'm not going into it at all. Absolutely not going into it at least at this moment in time.
No, but my question is not about predicting the future, but my question is about, do you
Mhm.
also see this, that the 6 years without a trophy thing, is it something which is surprising for Mumbai Indians? Means when you have the team, you have the setup, you have the best owners, you have the best facility. Mumbai Indians is one of the top teams. You have the best scouts in the business. You have a reputation. You are the five-time champions. You have won everything which is there. Is this a little bit frustrating for all of them, from the owners to the management people to the coaches to the top players, up to everyone, to be in this?
Absolutely. It has to be frustrating. It has to be frustrating because Mumbai Indians are arguably the IPL's biggest franchise. Along with, I mean, in terms of success, they are it is Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings, and they are one of the elite franchise of this tournament. Along with that, frustrations will obviously there. Um, and what was your next question, Rohit? It is about not that getting. This
Yeah,
is not happening. See, yeah, I got it. See, such things can happen in sport. It is not restricted to cricket. If you look at football, also Manchester
yeah,
United, the world's biggest club, along with Real Madrid, they last
yeah.
won the Premier League in 2013, 2012, 2013, and this is
Mm,
2026. They haven't
yeah,
won, and for the last 2 years, they are not even in the Champions League. And we are talking
sure.
about Manchester United here, one of the world's biggest and greatest sporting entities. So it can happen in sport. It can happen in sport, but as because it is a closed shop league, IPL, unlike football, it is a closed shop league with only 10 teams. Sooner rather than later, there will be a turnaround for Mumbai Indians. Maybe next year, because at the end of the day, this franchise is one of the most stable franchises in business. One of the most, in terms of ownership, everything, they are one of the most stable franchises in the business, and their owners are driven for success in every sphere. Their owners are driven and everything, so they are in very good hands. So from that perspective, such follow period can come in sport, but uh, once again, I think in a tournament like IPL, the turnaround will be sooner rather than later.
Sure. Now, just a question around. There's a question. Shamiksha, keep ORS water with you always and take care of yourself. Thanks for ground updates. That's sent by laptop N9U. So, Shamikda, you better take care of yourself. Is what the message
Thank you.
is all
Yes,
about.
yes.
And
Thank you. You
as
have to take
Shamikda
a lot
rightly
of
said,
fluid. You
as
have to take
Shamika
a lot
rightly
of
said
fluid.
that he want to thank the Mumbai police to give him the chair there to just sit down because it's really hot and humid there. So a lot of thank you to them. But just before we wrap up the show, Shajini, you are also focusing a lot on the women's cricket and the group of obviously the Indian women's team. There is Australia there. There is South Africa there. Just want to know a little bit about the India preparations for the Women's World Cup also. From the selection part also, if you want to contribute anything, or from this, the group phase part, it's going to be a tough fight for Indian team. Everyone is seeing those advertisements that we have to repeat what we did in the 50 over format at the DY Patil, but it's not going to be easy for this Indian women's team in England.
Rohit, just before you go to Shorjani, I give you an
Yeah,
update. I give your viewers an update
sure,
regarding the
sure,
women's
sure.
team's preparation. I have written this. But on this live show, I gave this update that from May 10 to 16,
Yeah.
they will have a camp at the Center of Excellence in Bangalore from May to
Okay.
16. And on 22nd, they are flying to England.
Okay. So this is the breaking news. May 10 to May 16, Center of Excellence in Bengaluru. There is a camp for the Indian women's team. So it's a 1 week camp. And after that, on 22nd of May, they will fly to England, to obviously what I was asking to Shojani also. Shojani, now a camp is also there. We have the flying dates also. How do you see that? The group phase, and plus any new inclusions which surprise you, or any new inclusions you are putting your money on that yes, these players will do a lot better as far as this World Cup is concerned, the Women's World Cup.
So if I trace back a little to the bilateral series, I think India women's team, they did a good job and they defeated Australia in the T20 series that they played. But then again, when they played against South Africa, which is very recent, they lost. Out of the 5 matches that they played with South Africa, they lost the 4 matches. And I think there were a lot of experimentations. Anushka Sharma was brought out to open for India in
Yes.
the T20Is against South Africa. But then later on, she's not there in the T20 squad. But I think the team is somewhat settled. Nandini Sharma, she's a new inclusion, and a lot of chatter was around her inclusion in the team. But what we have to keep in mind is that during the WPL, it was Nandini Sharma who took a hat trick against Gujarat Giants. She was exceptional. The way she was bowling was really phenomenal. She was using her lines and lengths and her pace, and she also has proper swing. But Nandini Sharma is also a little injury prone. That is something that we have to keep in mind. The team is sorted. The team is balanced. We have Australia, we have South Africa in our team, and I think those are the big twos. But apart from that, we have Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Netherlands as well. And Bangladesh
Sure.
and Netherlands, both of them have played the qualifiers and entered the World Cup. So I don't think the group is very easy. India definitely have to fight hard. But batting wise, they are sorted. You have the top order. You have Shefali Verma, you have Smriti Mandhana, and then you have Harmanpreet Kaur, the captain, at number 3. But recently, in the T20I series against South Africa, we saw it was Jemima who was coming in at number 3. And Jemima has been scoring runs, but she is looking a little restless on the crease. So that is something that she has to work upon, because we have seen her during the bilateral series that she has a tendency of playing the sweep shot from the very first ball that she faces. So I think she has to work a little on that, and she has to look a little more confident on the crease. But apart from that, the team is settled. I think the team is balanced. Renuka Singh Thakur is leading the pace attack. She has the ability to swing the ball, and I think in the England conditions, it is definitely going to help her. So the team is somewhat sorted. Sri Charni is there as a spinner, and we have someone like a Radha Yadav also. And we have to keep in mind is that Radha Yadav is a terrific fielder. But however, ahead of the World Cup, the only concern that the Indian team has is their fielding, because we have seen throughout the years that the team has dropped a lot of easy catches. So I think that is the only concern. But apart from that, the team is balanced.
Sure. Okay, so I don't want to keep Shamikda in this hot and humid weather in Mumbai. I want him to go as soon as possible, go into the air condition, and then obviously there's a lot to see as far as Mumbai Indians is concerned as a team, and Rohit Sharma individually as a player. He said this at the very start that there is a possibility, but it's just his journalist hunch. He is not saying that he will definitely play. But yes, what's happening, what Hardik said a couple of matches ago, that maybe after 2 games. So there is a lot of possibility that we can expect, but this is not 100% sure at this moment. On Mahendra Singh Dhoni, he put his point clearly. On Phil Salt, we have, Bharat said it, that maybe a couple of games more, and we'll have Phil Salt back in the RCB squad. And then obviously towards the Women's World Cup, Shamikda with the big breaking, with the updates as far as the camp is concerned and the departure date is concerned. And then obviously we'll give you all these details in Rev Sports. Do make sure to like the video, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell also. Till then, thank you so much and take care, and keep following Rev Sports for the latest updates. Thank you.